Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Capricorn. For the 12 zodiacs that we're doing in this segment, I'm going to be using the Kipper deck to bring a change to the readings, maybe see some things we haven't seen before when we just use regular tarot. So I'm going to get out some Kipper cards, and then we're going to get some clarifiers on it to fill out the story of what might be going on with Capricorn energy. And keep in mind, we all kind of tap into Capricorn energy. So, we're either putting in the hard work and effort in our 3D world to liberate ourselves from fear, insecurity, self-limiting beliefs to build our legacy, or some people use that energy just to build their wealth and status and image, and they're consumed with pride and ego and materialism. It's not really, they kind of lost sight of love, maybe, or maybe they fear love. I really didn't want so many, but I guess they came out. Okay, the bottom of the deck is child. For some of you, it could have to do with the children. I generally look at this card as people's inner child, our inner child aspects. Is that aspect of ourself that has hope and faith and belief. Since we've been small children, we want people to treat us in a loving, kind, self-disciplined, patient, respectful, generous manner. Some people reject that aspect of themselves. They're still like a child in the fact that, I don't know, they want everybody to cater to them and still think the world revolves around them. Looking for a mother, a father, looking for someone to take care of them because they haven't learned how to nurture themselves, to grow themselves. It's how we've all grown and matured in our life, is from people treating us with love and kindness and respect. And if they've never learned to do that for themselves, well, then they're looking for people who will do that for them. My deck got messed up, so let's see, we'll use this deck. Okay, we have high honor. So someone moved forward in high honor, positively or negatively, from self-empowerment or for egotistical reasons. They headed towards someone who was taking action in their life. Maybe someone they viewed as being the main person they wanted in their life. But then there was an ending. For some people, it literally could have been a death. My condolences if that is the case. But we have high honor, main male, and coffin. And then we have unexpected income and bad health and mature man. So again, in the tarot, the males can represent actually a male, or they can represent just someone taking action in the world. Interesting. Maybe because of an ending, either an ending of a relationship, or maybe if someone passed away, maybe there was inheritance or something with that, and so someone received unexpected income. Another way I'm seeing this, if someone before operated their life more from all about moving forward and pride and ego, and that's how they presented themselves, it was all about high honor, they could have put an end to that. And when they realize and tap into their inner child nature, their emotions, their dreams, their hope, that could have been the unexpected income that came into their life. And now they are trying to recover from the bad health that happened in their life because of previously operating more from pride or an ego. And now they've matured and they are going to take action in their life from a more mature perspective, following their wishes, hopes, and dreams. So, a lot of storylines in here because for other people, it was that they were in a relationship with someone, but for some reason that relationship ended. They might have gotten money from that situation. And for some people who are still kind of immature, they could have bad health and now they're a more mature person in their life. And, kind of has to do with love. The Gemini Lovers card. For some of them, they are dealing with a Gemini. Maybe they ended one relationship to get in another relationship. Some of them could have gotten into it for materialistic reasons. And they're not doing well because they might have thought love was optional. Maybe they got in a love relationship with someone who was immature for the wrong reasons. And now they're not doing well in their life and they're more of a mature person. Just have older is what I mean by that. Okay, so with the High Honor card, we have the Hangman in reverse and the Fool in reverse. Some people could have been unwilling to see things from a new perspective, very stubborn. And with the Fool, also, maybe there's someone, who kind of reject their Pisces emotional side, which is our dreamy, imaginative aspect of self. And maybe they're also someone who is unwilling to trust the universe. So they think life is all about high honor. It's about image and status and moving forward to have victory and success in their life, but it's not really from an emotional foundation and not willing to take bold, confident risks in their life. Maybe they were someone who took action in their life more operating from mind over heart. And emotionally, if they were in a relationship with people who have come out of being stuck, because in Hangman, the universe has you stuck trying to gain insight and wisdom to become enlightened. And maybe they had been in a relationship with someone who had become enlightened and was moving forward in a really positive, healthy, high vibe way. And this person was unwilling to trust the universe and move forward in that type of energy. So they could have made a mind over heart decision that they were going to walk away from that relationship that looks like it really had the potential to move forward in a successful way. Maybe the person they were in a relationship is somebody who is coming from Gemini loving energy and knows that love is a free will choice, and that's the energy they choose to be in. And they trust the universe and they're connected in with their inner child nature of hope and faith and belief. And this person never operated from that type of way of viewing the world. So they could have made a mind over heart decision to walk away from that relationship, and it ended. This person decided to hold back from moving forward in a creative, kind of inspired type of way. There's still an old foundational way of being that they cling to. So they let the relationship end. And they also might be someone who, kind of in a shadowy type of Scorpio emotional energy, might be someone who sees life as very black and white, who doesn't like to go into their deep emotions, likes to be more emotionally shallow, and maybe thinks life's just about death, sex, taxes. And so there was an end to give and take in a relationship they had been in. But then things could have changed with the Wheel of Fortune card. If this person was defensive of healing, in order for them to be able to move forward, they could have emotionally offered to kind of keep repeating past patterns of the past. Maybe because there's someone who lives more from their mind than their heart in the Nine of Swords. They have a lot of stress and anxiety. Maybe they have a lot of stress and anxiety of being judged for the fact that they let another relationship end because of being defensive of healing. In order to move forward in our life and step out of our old comfort zone, we have to overcome our self-limiting beliefs. We have to overcome our fear, our insecurity, our anxiety. And we need to heal from things of the past, whatever in our past, if it was our old way of thinking, believing, perceiving, self-limiting beliefs that keep us and prevent us from being emotionally bold and confident and stepping outside of our comfort zone. We need to heal those things. And some people don't ever want to reflect on the truth and put in time and effort into that. It's like, I'm just going to keep moving forward. And they could have decided that, this is just going to be a missed emotional opportunity. In the Five of Cups, they could have regret, but it's like that's over. And they might have decided, maybe there's someone that I can have a new emotional beginning with. Maybe someone else that I feel I missed an emotional opportunity with. And maybe they felt if they got in a relationship with that person, the Lover's card, a choice in love, that maybe that person that they get in a relationship, I kind of look at the unexpected income. It kind of reminds me of the Six of Pentacle card where people exchange resources. Maybe they thought if they made an emotional offer to someone in their past that they have someone else, maybe not this person, but someone else that that they feel like they missed an emotional opportunity with, that they could get in a relationship with them and exchange resources with them. And that can be money or it can be hugs and kisses. But if this person isn't operating from love and hope and faith, they might be experiencing some bad health. They might be someone who has a lot of mental conflict about maybe being authentically themselves. The Leo Sun card talks about, being authentically yourself, letting everything be illuminated so that there is no room for shadows of fear, insecurity, or pride, or ego, or self-limiting beliefs to be there. This person, yeah, maybe they didn't move forward with the original person they could have moved forward with because those people would have wanted them to, heal and be authentically themselves, just step into the spotlight of their own life. That it's not about ego, but this person could be someone who, in their future, what they were protecting, maybe in the Leo energy, was a little more shadowy aspect where it's like, no, I am very defensive of looking like I shine very bright, that it is about pride and ego, maybe being very successful in the world, not wanting to take a risk, not wanting to be creative and inspired and trusting in love, because they might have some mental conflict about moving forward in that way. They maybe feel like if they were to move forward the way they always have and the way the world talks to us about being, that it's about just get a good job, if you are able to have stability and security and, look successful by worldly standards, that's good. We look very successful. If they did get into a relationship with someone else, Maybe the person they got in a relationship was defensive. Maybe the person wanted them to illuminate everything about what happened with the previous relationship. Why didn't that move forward? And was kind of defensive of moving forward in a new relationship with them until they knew what was ill or sick or didn't work out with that other relationship. Or they got in a relationship with someone who kind of has some mental conflict about moving forward, because maybe this person they got in a relationship with has some things that they don't want illuminated. Could be lots of different ways. This isn't a personal reading, so with 8 billion people possible in the world, everybody's on different parts of this story or different places in their life. For some people who are still defensive of having things illuminated about the truth, defensive of healing, for some of them, they might make an emotional offer to someone, possibly a Gemini. We had Gemini down here again. They might decide that regardless of this relationship maybe not being healthy, because people were defending maybe a new beginning, even though it's kind of unhealthy. But some of them could decide, I'm still going to go forward with this relationship, even though I'm kind of creating an illusion. Because if you're not building your relationships on love and faith and hope, you're creating an illusion. You're building your life on, I don't know, wanting it to just be more of a transactional relationship. I'll give you this, you give me that. It'll stay kind of balanced. That's good enough, right? But I'm fearful or defensive of healing my past issues that would allow me to move forward and be emotionally brave and confident and be forthright and transparent. I'm unwilling to do that. So I'm going to maybe make an offer to someone, but I'm going to create an illusion about it. That we're happy, that it's all bliss and joy. This was my childhood dream, to be in a relationship with this person. And what you positive Capricorn energies would be doing is, regardless of when this happened in your life, some of you could have been moving forward in a relationship with someone. Maybe that person kind of broke your heart. They kind of either did walk away and the relationship ended, or they distanced themselves emotionally and the relationship ended. It could have made you kind of hold back from moving forward in your life. Hold back from wanting to exchange resources with other people because of this past relationship and what happened. But as time went by, things could have moved forward. There could have been a Page of Swords. Maybe that's the child energy that you were dealing with, or now that you're dealing with. Maybe you got in a relationship with someone, you thought it was going to be a high honor, but they made a mind over heart decision to walk away. They held back from you. Things ended. Maybe this person became defensive. You're trying to heal. You might be offering them, kindness anyway, of, I wish you peace, love, and joy. But you really maybe have a lot of stress about really letting this relationship end. Because some people are afraid to move forward because they're afraid if they keep moving forward, they'll end up in regret. Some people could still miss this person, and you're trying to work through the fact that you miss a person that a relationship ended with. You might have gotten into a new relationship with someone and exchanged resources with them, but the person you got in a relationship with then was defensive of healing. You've been trying to encourage them to move forward. You might still really want to have a relationship and a new beginning with this person, even though maybe the person you're involved with is defensive of healing and they're not doing well, maybe mentally. Maybe that was illuminated to you. For some of you, you might decide to still make an offer to this person to be in a relationship with you, even though, I don't know, maybe because you just really want to exchange resources with them of some sort, monetarily or hugs and kisses. And you're willing to do that anyway, even though the fact that this person has some things they're unwilling to illuminate. Even though it's been illuminated that this person might have mental conflict, or maybe they have an energy about them of wanting to win at all costs. Or maybe because you have an energy of wanting to win at all costs, some people could be operating in the Leo sun out of pride and ego. So, because if people have fear and insecurity of moving forward, they're willing to be in this relationship anyway. For other people, it's become illuminated that someone from your past is maybe in bad health mentally because they have this win at all costs attitude, and they operate from pride and ego. They're still waiting for maybe someone from their past who ended things with them to come towards them, because that is what the relationship that would make them look like a shining star. So I would say you mature Capricorn energies are going to listen to your heart and intuition and move forward in your life, believing you can manifest your dreams into reality, believing you do have the emotional capability, the mental, ideas and capability to mentally strategize how to make your own dreams come into reality, and you're going to listen to your heart and your intuition. And you're taking creative, inspired action and how you spend your time and energy. And you are knowing that to be in loving energy is a free will choice. And if there were some people from your past that have a lot of stress and anxiety because either relationships in the past didn't work out, that makes them fearful of having that inner hopeful nature about love. They're defensive of healing. They have mental conflict about being authentically themselves. Maybe they did some things in the past that were painful or betraying. Maybe they walked away from a relationship with you that could have been very successful because they have a lot of stress and anxiety about maybe before they kind of took some immature actions and they don't want to be held accountable for that, don't want society or people to judge them, and they don't want that to be illuminated. Maybe some people are just consumed with the world and aren't willing to authentically be themselves. We have to love ourselves. We have to believe that we deserve to authentically be ourselves, to treat ourselves in a loving, compassionate, respectful, kind manner. And if the world doesn't like that, well, then that's something for them to work through. They'd have to figure out for themselves. The people in the world that don't like it that you're doing that would have to figure out why they have a problem with you doing that. you know? Some people could have left a relationship with positive people, maybe, and they're still defending What's unhealthy? Operating from fear, insecurity, pride, ego. And they still think that's the way to go. They're going to maybe offer their love to someone and just create an illusion that this is the relationship of their dreams. And it maybe is based on how they perceive the world and themselves. All different kinds of folks in the world, and we all got free will. But I think positive people, how you've worked through this is, in order to have the character and integrity within yourself, you need to keep moving forward in a manner where you're treating yourself with love and compassion, forgiveness and respect. That is where your high honor is going to come from in your own life. And you have become enlightened. You're no longer stuck. Maybe no longer going to suffer fools. Maybe you see that other people are still operating from pride and ego and are unwilling to take a leap of faith. It's like, well, that's your choice. Love is a choice. And as some people wanted you to be in a relationship with them because they wanted you to enable their poor behavior, where they could be in their pride and ego and they could take whatever reckless action they want, and you're just supposed to put up with it because they're like a child. You've become enlightened about that and you're moving forward. And if they're unwilling to trust the universe, you are going to take action in your life and get balance between your mind and your heart. This might be a painful decision for you to make because this could definitely be someone that you viewed as a soulmate, but soulmates come into our life to teach us lessons. And if people make the free will choice that they're not willing to move forward in high honor, in character, integrity, respect, fairness, balance, justice, loyalty, commitment, dedication, hard work and effort, creative and inspired with love, hope, and faith and belief, well, then they're never going to bring you the emotional wish fulfillment. And maybe this person lives more from their mind than their heart, and they betrayed you. They betray themselves. They betray their own inner child nature of love. And if that's what they choose to do, that's what they choose to do. But you're going to walk away from them. You will put an end to people in your life who are unwilling to work together, unwilling to move forward, unwilling to open up, still cling to an old foundational way of being, maybe are emotionally detached, could be intimidating and controlling, think life's just about death, sex, taxes, and they think that's fair and balanced, isn't it? Isn't relationships just transactional? I give you this, you give me that. It's like you want loving, honest, pure, innocent relations with people. So you're putting an end to that relationship. You are going to stand in your inner youthful nature based on your truth. You want people in your future who have healed, who come from that inner believing nature of love, who have offered love to the past. I forgive it. What I can't forgive, I'll give to the universe and divine to deal with. Who are willing to give a lot of thought to making final decisions in their life about past regrets and relationships of the past that didn't work out. That I'm going to offer love, compassion, forgiveness. We've all been fallible human beings. We've all operated from fear, ego, pride, insecurity, blah, blah. We've all acted out of our pain. So did everyone else. So instead of focusing on these relationships of the past, you're making a decision on you're going to heal. You're going to focus on the present moment and being in the energy of love and hope and faith. And you are going to be in life-giving energy where you can authentically be yourself, where you can thrive, where you can grow. This is like being in the energy of love in the universe to heal any bad health that had caused you or relationships or situations in your life that had kind of caused you bad health, had caused you mental conflict. And you're going to offer love to all of that. things have been illuminated to you, and you're going to authentically be yourself. And you are going to take some mature action in your life, listening to your heart and intuition. And you're going to start manifesting your dreams into reality. So maybe in your future, you want loving relationships based on truth. That there's maybe been people in your past who backstabbed themselves. They backstab their own loving inner child nature of hope and faith and wishes and dreams. And they've just decided to make life about looking successful and having high honor in the 3D world, whatever that is. People looking up to them as looking very respectful or very stable or very wealthy or whatever. That people who do that ignore this cup of love from the universe, and they keep focusing on relationships of the past. They can be defensive and argumentative. Their mind's like, no, don't move forward, you get hurt if you do that. And you're going to fight for the truth. You're going to take time to consider what you're going to invest in next. You're balancing out your emotions. In Sagittarius energy, you are going to take an adventurous and creative view of life, and you're going to educate yourself about belief systems and philosophies to help you get over this whole situation so that you can follow your dreams and wishes in Aquarius energy, seeing things from the bigger picture, willing to think outside the box. Because you deserve to have justice and fairness and balance in your life. You deserve to be in relationships with people who are just and fair and balanced, who harness positive Aquarius and Libra energy. And you are no longer in mental conflict. You've seen the truth. Things have been illuminated about the Five of Swords. The Six of Swords is moving away. It's seen the truth of that. You are going to move towards happiness and emotional wish fulfillment. The person in the Eight of Cups is walking towards emotional wish fulfillment. And you, in your Libra energy of justice, fairness, and balance, are going to speak your truth and cut out those old ways of thinking, believing, perceiving, relationships, jobs, whatever, that aren't aligned with your truth. And high vibrational Capricorn energies want to build, to be practical, grounded, stable, putting in the hard work and effort to free yourself from fear, restriction, pride, ego, to build your life successfully in truth, love, warmth, kindness, where you can thrive and grow. And some of you might communicate to someone that you might want to reunite with. Possibly someone who might be a little defensive to you. Because they're wondering if you've learned your lessons from the past and that you're ready to move forward and be emotionally brave and confident, not operating from pride and ego, and willing to put in work and effort and give it everything you've got to have that new creative inspired beginning, seeing all the emotional opportunities ahead of you, where people, instead of operating from pride and ego and being emotionally manipulative, are emotionally bold and confident, willing to fight for the things they're passionate about because they have seen things from a new perspective and they want to give birth to a new life. And there's other people who are going to give birth to a new life that's all about money and materialism and pride and ego and feeling like they have high honor, making mind over heart decisions, holding back from willing to grow and learn and change. You know, in positive Scorpio energy, people are willing to put a death to the old to give birth to the new because they want more balance in their life. It's not just about the 3D world. It's about our emotions and our dreams and our passions and our desires that emotionally fulfill us. And some people are defensive of doing that, and it's been illuminated. Those people are still defending what's unhealthy, maybe out of their pride and ego. And they're going to go get in that relationship and create illusion around it. So there you go, Capricorn energies. Oh, I have this quote calendar, and I just do a random flip before I start the reading. And you got, just because my path is different doesn't mean I am lost. Everybody's on their own journey, and everybody perceives life differently at different points in time. And you positive Capricorns are going to manifest your dreams into reality because you believe you have all the capabilities, and you're coming from an energy of love and hope and faith, and you're listening to your intuition. So there you go, Capricorn. I wish you all peace, love, and joy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.